what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Monica, and today we're gonna be doing a favorites video, but I'm gonna switch up the format a little bit. We're gonna try it out in a different way, and I've got part of the products here on my left that I'm going to actually put on while I tell you why I love them. That was unexpectedly difficult to say. And some of these products are brand new that you guys have never seen on camera before, I've never talked about before. Some of them are like things that I have referenced in the past that I love so much and either haven't put on camera before or haven't done it in a while, or I love them so much that maybe I have put them on relatively recently, but I just need to shout them out again because I love them. We're gonna hit this collection of products first, and then I'm gonna hit this side of the products, which are ones that I just really love, and I kind of interchange them with these other products I'm gonna put on over on the left, but I can't put all of these products on, so I'm just gonna rapid fire why I love the rest of them, if that makes sense. We're trying something out. It's a get ready with me plus a rapid fire, but basically we're just gonna be covering favorites today. Look at my earrings, they're cute little bows. They were like $7 on Amazon. Really, really cute. I know I'm probably not wearing the best outfit to apply makeup in because this is an off-the-shoulder top and it's just gonna be difficult to move, but I just really wanted to wear it. It's from Target. I'll link it down below. I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks. So cute. I mentioned it in a recent short, but yeah, I think that I've made my canvas a little difficult to work with because I've got earrings here. These will be slightly in the way probably, and then this is just gonna be difficult to work with. But I've got an oat milk. No, it's not oat milk. Scratch that. I've got an iced brown sugar shaken espresso, not oat milk. I've almost perfected this recipe. Once I perfect it, I'll probably put like a short up telling you how to make it, but it is delicious, and I would rate this a 9.5. The first one was a 7, the second one was an 8.5. This one's a 9.5. I want to get it to a 10. But anyway, I went off on a tangent. By the way, you may have noticed I have a new light back there. It's a mushroom. Very cute. I didn't think I was into the mushroom trend, but I was wrong. And we put new lights in here because it's been so dark in here in my videos, and I didn't realize the overhead lighting probably needed to be changed out. So yeah, we updated that. And by update I mean we just replaced the bulbs. But anyway, without further ado, now that I have a ballot on, let's go ahead and hop into it, and I'm gonna start applying makeup and telling you what I have been loving recently. So I have talked about this product quite a lot. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Base. This actually needs to be retired. I just ordered another one. I have talked about this for years, haven't put it on camera in a while, so I want to put it on today. I don't wear this every day, but it does give such a nice base for mascara, and it truly is just the best. It's so good. You can get it for like $6, I think, on Amazon. They have updated the packaging, I think. I think it's a little bit more bougie looking now. So I just have to wait for that to come in to verify that, but I love this stuff so much. It's just so good. Mascara I have talked about since it came out that I truly adore is the Rare Beauty one. This is truly the best. This is a brand new one. I haven't even opened it at all. And I repurchase it every time the Sephora sale comes around. It's only 20 bucks, and it is truly the best mascara I've ever tried. I really like some other ones from the drugstore that I have talked about recently, and those are really great. But anytime I go back to this one, it's still just, it just steals my heart every time, and no other mascara out there compares to this. It covers all your bases, volume, lengthening. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge. It's easy to get off, but it doesn't come off super easily, if that makes sense. It's truly the best. I feel like I love it when I get to 2 coats because that is where it really shines. I scooted you guys in closer. Now it truly looks like I have no shirt on. But I do. The shoulders and collarbone are just, I don't know, maybe they're just out to play today. So I did scoot you guys in so you could actually see a little bit better. So this is the mascara. It's the best, and I think I will forever love it, truly. So I do have an eyeshadow palette. It's like a 5-pan palette that I want to talk about, but I need to prime my eyes first. And what I've been loving to use to prime, and I have loved for a very long time, is the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. It's a very similar shade to, what is it, Painterly in Max Paint Pots. It's like that, but it's, in my opinion, easier to work with. Well, not easier to work with, I won't say that. It's just a little bit more convenient because you can literally just draw it on and blend it in with your fingers. And then your eyelid is veinless. So then you really don't have to set the Sigma eyeshadow primer, but sometimes I like to because I almost like a more powdery base. So to set it, I love the Maybelline Single Shadow in the shade Linen. It is perfect to just, you know, set any eyeshadow primer and kind of give a little bit, just a little bit more coverage. You could probably build this up to have full coverage, but the Sigma already cancels out any veininess, and I truly love it. I love it so, so much. And this just does such a good job of setting it. Like I said, it doesn't need to be set, but it does provide a little bit more of a powdery like texture, which I really like to put other eyeshadows over. I feel like I just like automatically look so much better when I have that on my eyes because I have such veiny pinky eyelids. And they're not my favorite. They're really not my favorite. Also, I finally caved and gave into the trend of like the bubble headbands that everybody has been wearing / also making fun of. There's a creator I follow on TikTok. Her name's Lydia, and she like themes out her outfits to these headbands, and she's so, so cute. And I'm like, you know what? They are quite cute, and they do a really good job of holding your hair back. I kind of feel like a mermaid. The eyeshadow that I want to talk about is the Natasha Denona Quad. This is the Mini Dream. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Truly, I'm gonna wear it like I normally do. I can play with it a little bit, but what I normally do is take this shade, which is Loyalty, and I put it in the crease, and then I just take this on the lid, Passionate, and it's like my favorite. You would think that that was too neutral to really create any dimension, or at least too skin toned color, but it's actually just the perfect amount of pigment without being too smoky or anything, and I truly love it for every day, or if I want to just throw something in my crease. I love this shadow. I'm officially into Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I do stand by what I said before. I think where they're shining right now is the I Need a Nude, the, what is it? The pink one. I just forgot the name of it. It's another mini one. And then this one, the Mini Dream. These just blend so beautifully, and I feel like that just gives like the perfect amount of dimension, and I love it. So then, like I said, I just love to go in with Passionate. This is like what I do on a daily basis. If I'm using this, I will dress it up a little bit, but I just love this eye look. Like, I am such a neutral person. And hopefully not personality-wise. Hopefully I bring something to the table besides neutrality. But when it comes to makeup, like, I just feel like I look best when I use like neutrals. I feel like it complements my skin tone nicely. I do feel like pinkies and purples bring out my eyes, and I do like the way they complement my skin tone. But if I'm gonna be honest, my favorite eyeshadow for my like normal skin tone, not self-tan, is a nice neutral palette. And that's what this provides for me. It is so pretty. I love it. I do think I'm gonna take the little mini Sigma brush and just go into the shade Balance and line my eyes because it's just so pretty. And it really does like just make your your lash line look thicker. So here's what the eyeshadow is looking like. I think it is beautiful and so, so quick. Also, just look at my eyelashes. Oh, another thing I wanted to say about the mascara that I should have mentioned earlier is that it is perfect to use right when you open it, and it lasts forever. It does not dry out super quick at all. Like, it can last way past the 3 months that mascara has. Like, you know, they say a mascara only lasts 3 months. Well, this can last way longer than that. Not that I'm suggesting you do that because, you know, risks of eye infections and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, so I love this NYX Plump Right Back foundation, no, primer. This is what I have loved for 2 years and counting. I used to work a corporate job and I needed something to last an obscene amount of time because I would get ready at 4 o'clock in the morning and be done with work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I needed it to last like 12 plus hours. And this is what did it for me. I know everybody loves the e.l.f. Power Grip, the Milk Hydro Grip, and yada yada yada. This is better than all of those. It is kind of pricey. I think it's like $17. You can get it cheaper on like Amazon and even Walmart. And it's all like, you know, legit sellers as long as you buy it from like the NYX seller on Amazon, like their official page. It's legit. Same with Walmart, or if you buy it, of course, Walmart in store, it's definitely right. But it's just the best. And I do like to fill in my pores, so I love to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I get the original one. I have tried several of the other ones, but this is the best. And I just put it on my T-zone. And honestly, I'm not shy with it. I have like a piece of mascara. I just love how nicely this fills in your pores. I do feel like it makes a difference. And excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm a pretty porous person on my face. Deuce is the one that made the noise. He is a talker. I feel like, you know, you hear that like huskies are the talkers. I feel like German shepherds may also be talkers because he'll just randomly interject. But he's the goodest of boys, so he can say anything he wants. I haven't talked about this very frequently. I'm pretty sure I even mentioned it in my yearly favorites video from 2023, but I really need to spot conceal, so we're gonna use it. It's the NYX, not the NYX. Nope, that's incorrect. This is the Nars, quite different price points between NYX and Nars. Soft Matte Complete Concealer. It is a little bit darker, but it's fine. I have some breakouts, as you can see, or actually these are like post breakouts. I think I mentioned recently I tried out a high-end moisturizer and it broke me out on my face. Well, I've been trying to use it up on my neck and I'm just about done with it, but I've learned I can't even drag it up to my jawline because this I think was actually hormones right here, but I have been getting so many jawline breakouts, so yeah, I really can't wait to be done with it, but I avoid my face area at all, including my jawline, when it comes to that because it just does not do anything nice to my skin. I am gonna like kind of conceal my nose. Sometimes I do this because my nose gets so red, and this is like the only way I can like really make sure it's covered if it's extra red. Especially with the next product I'm going to use, which is actually really nice coverage, but it is a tinted sunscreen. I still have the burn from where I burned myself with my hair, my curling iron. It's just a scar now. I have been putting scar stuff on it and rosehip seed oil. Can I not speak today? Anyway, and so it has gotten better, but it's still there. So I feel like that just adds a nice conceal before foundation. I don't think I would use this like for my under eyes. I've never really tried it that way, but it truly is great for spot concealing and I love it so much. So the next product is this, I think it's Ciele Tint and Protect SPF 50 Tinted Serum. I love a good tinted sunscreen, and I picked this up during the Sephora sale because I've been wanting to try it since I saw like Hy-Glam or somebody talking about it on TikTok forever ago. I don't even really follow Hy-Glam, not for any reason in particular, but I did happen to see this TikTok and she was raving about this. It did happen to be a sponsored post, but then I looked at the reviews and I put on the Insensitized review like filter on Sephora, which you should do because that will filter out all the like, you know, filler reviews that are like raving about every product. Anyway, and this is very loved, so I tried it out and I do in fact love it so much. It's very pricey, but it's really good, and I have been using it almost every single day that I am wearing like a liquid base product, you know? So what I like to do, I do think the dropper needs a little help. It's one of these that like doesn't even really have anything, it just like stops, and I just like to kind of go and put it on my fingers from the dropper without touching the dropper, and I like to dot it. Now, as you can see, slightly lighter than that concealer I used, but it all works out. I am just gonna go in, make sure my hair is like really pulled back. Oh great, now I have an itch right where it is. That's so weird. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in and just kind of start blending it in with my fingers. I've also tried it with a sponge and I really like it like that, but today I do want more coverage, or the most coverage I can get from it, and in order to do that I have to do it with my fingers so the sponge won't soak anything up. So this is what it's looking like. I feel like it looks really, really nice on the skin. There is some glow to it, but paired with a nice like powder or like powder foundation, this is beautiful. I didn't realize this wasn't fully closed. I'm like swinging it around like a crazy person. I could have like flown off and I could have gotten it everywhere. I have this, by the way, in the shade 3 Light, and I feel like that's a good shade match because I do feel like if I had gone much lighter, it would have been like a little Caspery. So I have really been liking this. So the concealer that I've really been loving, that I finally picked up, it's been like raved about for like a year, is the Natasha Denona concealer. I finally caved because everybody's like, it's the perfect concealer, and I'm like, okay, but I love a $7 one, the Catrice True Skin. This and that one are eerily similar. So much so that I may include them in a dupes video. Anyway, I love this. I love the doe foot. It's very similar to the Catrice, and honestly, it's just so similar. This, I feel like this shade is very, very close to the tinted SPF shade, almost to the point where it might be a little bit deeper, but it does work together. And this is also a great spot concealer. So you can see I'm still dealing with some peaking. I just have like these breakouts over here have been so pigmented, but I just love this concealer. It is beautiful. Because the Catrice one and this one are so similar, I don't think I would repurchase this one necessarily, but I do really love it, and I've been using it quite a bit. So I do use this one the exact same way I use the Catrice one, because I find these really shine when you let them sit for a second. So I'm gonna let these sit for about 30 seconds, and I'm then gonna blend it out, but I'm loving the way my base is looking. I'm telling you, these are favorites for a reason. All right, so these have been sitting back for about 30 seconds, so I'm gonna start blending these in down here. It just does such a nice job of covering it up. Had a little breakout over here last week, so I needed to spot conceal that as well. I mean, honestly, these two things paired together, the Ciele and the Natasha Denona concealer, they just make me feel like my skin actually is clear when I'm wearing them. I'm like, oh, my skin looks so good, even if it's like really breaking out like it has been, and just painful breakouts. This combo is so beautiful. Like, I just feel so good. Okay, I feel so, so good. By the way, I use this e.l.f. concealer sponge that comes in that trio. Love e.l.f. sponges, especially that trio pack and the concealer sponge. To set and do a slight bake, I have really been loving the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in light pink. I tried this setting powder when it was in like the black packaging. Did not like it. I do think they have updated this a little bit. I haven't heard anybody else say that. And I just do think that they made some improvements, because it just is so much better now. And as you can see, it's not super pink, which I actually prefer. I know some people really do like the pink undertone. That's just not my speed, so this is perfect. I'm gonna take it on this e.l.f. sponge, and we're just gonna keep it really close, because I am also gonna be using cream bronzer, 2 different ones, and I don't want to get in the way of that, but I do want to set this while I do that. As I've gotten older, my skin has gotten drier, and I do appreciate / sometimes prefer a dewier look, which is why I really love pairing those, like that dewy skin tint, the Ciele one, with something like this, because it's just so nice to have a little bit of life to your skin, unless you have oily skin, in which I wouldn't suggest something like this. All right, so like I said, I do have a couple of cream bronzers I want to show you guys in action. I first have the Catrice Melted Sun Cream Bronzer, and then I have the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Bronzer. This was a bronzer I didn't really realize was cream until I saw Jessica Braun talking about it in a video, and I've since tried it and loved it. This is very similar to another drugstore one that is more expensive and has less product. Another possible dupe. Now we're duping drugstore things because you can. I love this. Catrice is so underrated, especially because you can't get it in the US in store anymore. You only have to get it online. So you can get it on Amazon though, which is where I got this. I'm gonna just take, this is actually the Profusion Buffing Foundation brush. I love it for cream bronzer. And I like, for both of these and most cream bronzers, I like to distribute it pretty evenly and then kind of bounce it onto my hand so I can diffuse it out and then go back into my hand. But this is such a beautiful cream bronzer. It's so easy to work with. You can really customize like how much pigment you want to come from it. It can be pretty subtle or it can be a little bit more built up, and I just love it so much. And I love that drugstore or drugstore priced companies are now coming out with cream bronzers because I love a good cream bronzer. It just looks so good. I did go in a little bit more natural because it's just my certain jam. And then on the other side, I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula one. I'm gonna take the same brush, but just a clean one. I have a lot of these brushes. And I do the same thing. This one comes out with a little bit more pigment on it, so you do want to keep that in mind, but oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. This one, I feel like these only come in like 2 or 3 shades, both of these though, which is a little ridiculous, and by a little I mean very. So they need to fix that, but I do love these so, so much. I do find them to be not exactly the same. Like this one to me, like the texture feels more like the Nars cream bronzer, which I feel like kind of almost translate like that porous look. Do I have the Nars cream bronzer somewhere? Yeah. So you can kind of see like there's almost like a porous look. And I do feel like this one is similar to that, and the Catrice one doesn't do that, but they do provide a similar effect on the skin. And I love them both. Just so, so, so beautiful. Yeah, I love these so much. Honestly, the drugstore is now killing it at cream bronzer, which I love to see. Now I'm gonna wipe off the e.l.f. powder I put on, the Halo Glow powder. Oh, it's so pretty. I wouldn't say it's super glowy as much as it is not super matte. Like, I don't detect a ton of shimmer. I have really been loving the Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last powder foundation. I love going on this big BK Beauty 105 brush. I take it everywhere. I also, sorry, it's like hitting it so hard. I'm not trying to make so much noise, but it's just not working. So my scar is coming back through because I rubbed the bronzer on it a certain way. I knew better, but I did it anyway. Anyway, the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation I love as well. That provides a little bit more coverage as well as, like, you know, additional coverage, as well as it provides a little bit more of a powdery finish, whereas this one doesn't. So I might go back to the e.l.f. one in the summer because it does get so incredibly humid and hot here. But this, oh my gosh, I just finished another one of these and just repurchased it, and it truly is the best. I think it's like $5. So it is high time I show you this product in action. I've been talking about this a lot recently, especially, but I have loved it since I bought it. I think it was like 2 years ago. This is the Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Blush in the shade Baroque. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that not the most beautiful blush you've ever seen? Okay, so I actually do love a glowy blush, but I've tried the Rare Beauty one. I actually tried it in a video recently, and I do find that those can be really, really like almost kind of like a highlighter or a blush topper, or like a highlighter almost. This is a little bit more subdued, a little bit more lit from within, but I love this so much that I actually bought it in another shade, which I don't know if I've done with any of the blushes in my collection, because I self-tanned and this is far too light for when I'm self-tanned, so I wanted this same blush in a different shade. So I got it in the shade, I think it's like Rococo or something. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It is beautiful. It looks like it's gonna be like this. I'll let you know. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, that will have come in, because I ordered it from Amazon, which is a verified seller for Cosmetics, by the way, which is awesome. And it looks like it's this, but deeper. But I love this blush. I've loved this blush forever. And every time I stray, I'm like, oh, I like other blushes, and I do have other blushes I love. But if I got rid of all my blushes and just was left with this one, I would be totally content. It would not be, like, it wouldn't really affect me too much because this is perfect. So this is a product that's an oldie but a goodie, and I've loved it for many years. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I love this. This is basically what the M Cosmetics blush is, just that one's a blush and this one's a highlighter, but Lit From Within is what these provide, and I feel like that is back in trend-wise. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. So I want to show you what I do for my eyebrows. I've loved this product for so long. This is the Covergirl. What is this even called? Gosh, the Ultrafine brow pencil. I always call it like the micro brow pencil. It's actually the Ultrafine. This is perfect for just filling in your eyebrows without looking too like dark. You don't have to go in heavy-handed, like you don't need to press too hard for pigment to come off, but it's perfect. I just like to fill in my sparse areas, which is primarily at the front of my brows. And that's pretty much all I do. Like, I just like to kind of just fill it in a little bit. I feel like I just look so much more put together. This is in the shade Soft Blonde, by the way. It's the perfect shade. It really is. And then to set my brows, or on days where I just want to go in with one brow product, I use the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is actually in the shade Taupe, which does seem like, based on the description, that it would be too dark for me, but it is not. And this is the perfect brow gel to just disperse just a little bit of pigment. So I love to put just a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes, but I don't like to use the one I use on my top because it just gives too much, and this really just blackens them. This is the Maybelline Lash Discovery. It's got this teeny tiny little brush, as you can see, and it just lightly blackens them. It's just the perfect mascara for your lower lash line. Then I have the Sephora 12-Hour Colorful Liner. I have used this in a video recently, but I love it. This is in the shade Coconut, and I love to put this on my lower waterline just to lighten it up a little bit without putting like a stark white eyeliner. This is perfect to just make you seem like you're a little bit more awake without making it super obvious that you're wearing something on your lower lashes or on your lower lash line. So last, I'm gonna put some lip stuff on. I've got this Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in Innocent. I've loved this, oh my gosh, maybe since the end of high school, maybe. It's been a long time. This is the newer formula, and it's so nice. It's definitely an improved formula, but it's still the beautiful shade and all the good parts of the formula from before. It's got a little bit of a glide to it without being too slippery to where it wears off super easily. It is just so beautiful on the skin. I recently tried this Tower 28 Lip Softy in Dolce de Leche, and since then I've been absolutely loving it. It is beautiful, pairs so nicely with this lip liner, and it smells way too good. Like, almost like you could eat it too good. See, look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, so pretty. See, this is like my ideal makeup look. I just love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna take my headband off, I'm gonna floof the hair a little bit, I'm gonna back you up, and I'm gonna finish this video off by rapid fire telling you the rest of my favorites and why I love them so much. All right, so now that I am scooted back a little bit, I actually do want to shout out some setting sprays, one of which I'm gonna be trying on, or I'm gonna be showing you on camera. This is the Joa Crystal Glow Luminizing Mist. What is happening with my shirt? This is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, first of all, the bottle, just absolutely stunning, so ethereal. The spray, so beautiful. I don't even know if that translated. I love this so much. So I'm just gonna like lightly take it. It does have a light scent, but it's actually really pleasant scent. Not that I love fragrance. I ate some. This is also a favorite. This is a fan Thomas got me. I'll try to find a link for it, or at least one that is, you know, comparable. It was one of my stocking stuffers. I just feel like my skin looks so good, and it is just not been on its best behavior, so the fact that it's looking like this, it just shows you how great that setting spray is. I also have really been loving the Physicians Formula Diamond Setter. I'll just grab both of them. Both of these are very similar to each other. This one is a little bit more accessible, but I do really like this one. I think this one's slightly cheaper. This one has 65 milliliters and this one has 80, so they probably break out to be about the same price, like when you break it down. I love these both so much. They just give you such a nice glow without being super, you know, sweaty looking. So I love these so much. Another one I really love more for longevity that I've talked about for years is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This one doesn't really change the finish of your face, just kind of like helps everything meld together. but this one is more for longevity. Those are more for appearance. I love them all though, and it's funny because I don't think setting spray is all that popular anymore, but I do love it personally. Okay, so let's rapid fire through these after I fix my shirt again. I knew the shirt was gonna give me problems, but I wanted to wear it anyway. User choice for sure. So let's go ahead and just start off with base products. Talked about this in my favorites of the year, but have to reiterate it again because I continue to use it and repurchase it quite frequently. Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Stick Foundation. Love this. Have tried the liquid form. That breaks me out. This doesn't. This is beautiful. Okay, we're doing good on the rapid fire. One product in. Okay. Anyway, oh, I actually do want to talk about this real quick. This is the Catrice Soft Glam Liquid Filter Fluid Glow Booster. This is almost supposed to be like a dupe for the e.l.f. That's supposed to be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. This is better. The e.l.f. one does clog my pores. I'm going to end up decluttering that when my declutter series comes, which will be very soon. But this one is it's a little bit more neutral in tone, so I feel like it actually does look better on my personal skin tone than the e.l.f. one does, and it doesn't clog my pores. Same beautiful like sort of packaging, lovely applicator. Love it so much. I've also really been loving the Maybelline 24-Hour Skin Tint, so much so to where I bought a self-tan shade that is far too dark, even for my self-tan, so I mix these when I am self-tan. This is beautiful, medium to full coverage, does not break me out, has vitamin C in it. It is so beautiful and it lasts forever on your skin. So then let's talk about some bronzers. The Milani one, I've been loving this one since it came out. It is beautiful. Catrice one is really similar to it, just saying. The Revlon Skin Lights is another favorite of mine. This has like a little bit of a luminosity to it. Lit from within glow, but so natural looking on your skin. I love it so much. Ever since I've gotten it, it's been hard to put it down. I've also really been loving the NYX Buttermelt bronzers. I have it in Buttercup and All Buttered Up. This one I use more so for when I'm self-tanned. I just happened to get both shades because I wanted to try them both. They are a little bit rosy in tone, so you could actually kind of use them, as a bronzer blush duo if you want, like combo. Love these. I just have to shout this out. I talk about it all the time. I've applied it on camera before, but I love it. Have not stopped loving it. I'm telling you, these two, so similar. So then the Charlotte Tilbury Under Eye Corrector. I've had this for like, I think almost 4 years now, which probably should get rid of it, but I don't want to. This is the best under eye corrector. Next to that is the Sigma one, but this is definitely my favorite, and I reach for it when I just need something to look a little bit more awake. This is perfect. The About Face Fluid Eye Paints, I have it in Smell Before Rain and Freaked, which is this lilac color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love to use these as one and done shadows. They are so easy to use, so easy to work with. She does have more vibrant shades, but like I said, I'm neutral and boring. Another one and done eyeshadow that's completely different format that I've talked about and loved for a very long time is the Maybelline Single Shadow in Nude Glow. This is so beautiful. I just put the Sigma, is it focusing? I can't tell. I just put the Sigma eyeshadow base on, and then I just put this on in lieu of the Maybelline Shadow in Linen, and that is my eye look. I can even like kind of just, blend it into the crease and it's perfect, but gosh, isn't that the most beautiful tone? It is so beautiful. I use it when I'm fair, I use it when I'm self-tan, and it's great. So I do happen to have a couple of matte eyeshadow palettes I've been loving. We've got the Makeup by Mario, the Neutrals matte. I love this. I use it in a recent video and I love it so much. I grab for it all the time. Another matte palette that's significantly cheaper that I love is this Milani one in Whiskey Business. First of all, that's the cutest name. I literally take this and run it all through the crease and it's perfect. So some lip products I want to run down real quick. The Maybelline, I'm just calling brands all different names today. Like NYX is Nars, Nars is NYX, Merit is Maybelline apparently. Anyway, this is the Merit Signature Matte Lip in Classic. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Let's do a little swatchy swatch. Tried this in that video that I tried the Makeup by Mario palette in. This is gorgeous, and I grab for it anytime I want a matte lip that just isn't too much. So then another favorite I have that I now have purchased in a different shade is the e.l.f. lip oil, the Glow Reviver one. This is in Honey Talks. This was the original shade that I got. I love it, so I picked it up in the shade. Is this Pink Quartz? Yeah, Pink Quartz. This is definitely sheerer in pigment. It just gives like a sheen, if you can kind of see. I do like this one. I think if I just picked one again, I would still stick with Honey Talks, but I like the pink quartz one for like summer. So we've got Honey Talks, definitely a little bit more pigment there, and pink quartz. I love them. And then a true lip balm I like to wear over my lip liner is the Auric Plush Ritual Ceramide Lip Treatment in the shade Bare. It really goes on quite, not translucent, but it does give a tint, just not super pigmented. But I love this so much. So anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this format of favorites video. Let me know. I did kind of like the first half being where I'm like showing you products that I haven't shown you before in action so you get an idea, and then showing you the rest like in the second half, rapid fire. I felt like that was really kind of an interesting way of doing it. It's probably not super creative, but I was trying to kind of put a little bit of a spin on it. So let me know what you guys thought of that. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and honestly, I always love getting ready with you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that part. But anyway, I feel like that is pretty much all I have to say. I've talked quite a bit, so I've probably run out of things to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you haven't checked out the rest of my channel, definitely go and do so. I do lifestyle videos, I do makeup videos like this, empties videos. We do a little bit of an assortment over here. And so if you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button like I said, because I'd love to have you become a part of my family long term. But anyway, that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.